Hey guys, it's Tube here. In my last video, I talked about an obscure Roblox JoJo game called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond, and only a day later, I've gotten so much positive feedback, so much more than I really expected. The community of the game and its devs have reached out to me and thanked me for talking about their game, and one of the admins of the game offered to show me around and let me see more of the game that I didn't cover in my initial video. So really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more from me covering more niche JoJo or just anime in general stuff, like and subscribe, and I've got a lot more planned in the future. For now, here's my interview with DarkAssassin, an admin who was kind enough to use his powers to show me more stuff that I can show you guys. We talked about the game, its community, its developers, and its future. So here you go. I hope this gives a better impression of the game than I could on my own. This is my first time doing something like this. I'm not used to like one-on-ones or anything, so
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
guess say hi to YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. I'm Dark Assassin. I'm admin in the game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond, and I've been in the community since 2022.
Whew, man, hard to believe the game's been around that long. It used to look a lot different. It used to be a lot smaller, but there's just been so much added over the last few years. I've been here since like 2023. Back then, I wasn't really like super into the game. I just saw it and I was like, oh man, that's cool. But
Yeah, the marketing on this game has never really been the best. They've tried to push out other stuff like they don't do ads to get it on the front gameplays, and they don't like really do anything like I don't know if this was around when you started playing, but like this game used to be CC, like just
oh, you
closed
know what?
community.
I was around for I remember that because to actually get into the game, I actually had to like join the group and like apply to get in. Because like yeah, I do. Man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's kind of why it pushed away so many players for such a long time is because of his closed community. I do remember though, on release, the game actually did have around 50 to 100 players average on its release time.
Yeah,
Um, that was only until the summertime. After the summertime of that year, the game started to kind of go under.
yeah, that sounds about right. Usually how it goes with summer break ending and all that.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone didn't have they all had school, so everyone got busy. And it's also when systems got changed because I don't know if you remember, but this game used to be because of the map being Morio is because this game was part 4 tied, meaning the only stands you could obtain in game were from part 4.
Wow. You know what? Yeah, that might have been before my time because I remember like a bunch of other stands like being in here. So it's cool that they added
Yeah.
a bunch of other stuff over time because now there's almost 100 stands in the game.
Yeah, they're going to probably hit that soon with more updates Dottie will push out. Um but yeah, the game was heavily tied to part 4 base for a while, and every other part was you could only get them in events, which made them very valuable to have. Like Whitesnake was probably the most valuable stand out there for a long time, just because it could steal other stands and
Oh
store
yeah.
them. But
I
now everything's obtainable.
didn't it used to like be limited, I think? Like only one person could have a white snake at a time for like a little bit. I swear that at one point it used to be like, oh man, no one no there'd only be one. I know that's
No, the only stands that ever got that treatment was like way later on. I think that was in like 2024, I think, or 2025. They introduced the limited system, and this was to limit very strong stands that were in the game. So the stands that got hit by this was Purple Haze and Cream because these stands could just kill anything in sight.
oh
Same with
wow.
Boy to Man for. I don't know if you know anything about Boy to Man.
Oh I do.
It's stupidity.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's still limited. I remember
yeah, it
seeing
is.
a guy on here like 2 days ago with Boy to Man, and everyone was panicking. Like he was he I don't know what he had, like, what abilities he had stolen, but I know he had, like, he was basically killing, like 10 people at a time with just a massive AoE.
Yeah, that's the problem with Void of Man is because it can steal basically it can steal mostly every stand ability. It actually used to be more OP than it is right now because right now some stand abilities are limited from it. Like it can't steal time stop and stuff like that, but at one point it used to be able to steal every ability in the game. And that made it quite literally unbeatable. Like the
Yeah,
strat someone found not too long ago, like a few months ago, was stealing Stone Free and Hangman and Man in the Mirror, and this basically made you immortal, and you could just one-shot people.
oh
God, he
man.
left in the game for so long. It took a while to get nerfed.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds disgusting, but I also love that, like, these combos can, like, just come up organically. But
Yeah,
man, that sounds gross.
there's a lot of like hidden combos in this game you can kind of get going because a lot of people say stuff is unbalanced or too balanced because this game used to be very unbalanced, but it was good because everything was unbalanced, so everything was usable.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to take a more balanced approach at it, and it's been okay now, but for sure some stands might be harder to play than others. Like if you see Cinderella, Cinderella doesn't have any damage amounts up to like Star Platinum. But in return, it has other stuff like you can ragdoll people on your M1s, and you have a move called True Love, which can make them lock onto you and only you.
Oh, I didn't even
You can
know
also
that.
give yourself damage reduction. So it's like every stand, instead of just being unbalanced like it is before, every stand has a different type of play style that people have to master to be good at it.
I like that. I like that approach because I only played Cinderella like, man, probably like a year ago or so. So I haven't really seen like updates with more of the stands that are supposed to be like weaker than the usual ones you'll see. So,
Yeah,
oh hey,
exactly. You got Cinderella right
look at
here.
that.
This is a shiny variant. Now, let me just give myself some XP, and I can take a look at all the other moves. Let's
Yeah.
see. There's Money Luck, Damage Resistance, and Find True Love. So if I do Find True Love,
Oh yeah,
as you can see, you're now kind of locked onto me.
that's pretty good.
Um, which is very good because it also drags the person to you.
Right.
Um, this stand can also be a pretty good if you pick that up and use it. So that gives you damage resistance for I think 30 seconds. So this stand can also be used for
I'm
support as well.
invincible.
Just about. Like you can see the damage difference is a little bit different. You didn't take as much damage as me.
Yeah.
And of course we got Red Garland is in here
Ah,
too.
sick.
Um, I don't think it's obtainable. It does have moves here, and I don't know if they do anything.
I know it's event only. I just remember seeing it like one day while Machian was just like screwing around.
It doesn't look like its moves do anything. I think it's just attack based. It has some pretty good attacks, like damage wise, it's pretty good, but um, the rest of it doesn't work. I don't know if Maki's ever gonna really release it.
Ah,
Um,
man. Well, it's still nice to see.
then yeah, exactly. We do have also more unique stuff that you don't see a lot in JoJo games. I think you've seen like the sun, for example. I think you already seen what it can do.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then we got, I can actually give you this one. Um, let's see, what's the command again? So I can do this to you.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's Anubis. So Anubis is not super powerful, but its whole thing is about stealing. So if you hold out fisticuffs and press backspace on your keyboard, you'll go into possession mode.
Oh.
So you cannot move or do anything in this mode, and people, as you can see, can actually kill you if they hit you.
Huh.
But if
Okay.
anyone is foolish enough to walk over you, as you can see, you'd become them.
Oh yeah, and you take their stand too.
Yep. And as you can see, the sword is also
Actually
now
wielded
on
by
your
the
stand.
stand. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So now if you hit me with your attacks, you will cause, I'm pretty sure, bleed always.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you always cause bleed, and you can see the damage output is also boosted.
Oh man, I love the barrage is like a mix of the punching and slashing. That's sick.
That actually does a lot of damage, I noticed. Now, there is some stands that are a little overpowered at the moment.
Oh yeah.
As there would be. So we got stands like Survivor. Even though this is regarded as the weakest stand in JoJo from Dio himself, in this game I regard it as top 10 stands. Like, let's see. How much HP do you have right now?
I'm 147. I'm full.
How about now?
500.
Yep. So, if I activate this and then hit you, watch how much damage it does.
Oh my god.
So as you can
Jesus.
see, some abilities can do some crazy amounts of damage if used right. Now, I'm not controlling myself right now. I'm not the one attacking you.
Yeah.
Basically, how Survivor works in here is if you use it on yourself, you can see the muscles of everyone in yourself, and you go into like an auto attack mode, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same with if you use it on other people. If it is raining, for example, so you could think of Weather Report plus Survivor might be the best combo, because Weather Report will make it rain, and then Survivor can make everyone angry.
Oh man, I didn't even think about
So,
that.
yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot to think about in this game when it comes down to it, is there's stand combos, there's solo play, and that's kind of something you'll find out in this game is gangs and combos are a big thing in this game, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I've suffered from people with certain combos.
yeah, there is definitely some crazy combos out there that can approach, and it's hard to counter some of them. Like, some combos are pretty unbeatable, but it is possible to kill team ups, but that really depends on your build and their build, and also who's really better at the game overall. Like, for example, if you're a Pillarman, you're kind of built to take on multiple people at once. But if you don't play smart, you could get taken out by one person. It's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, Pillarmen are basically just like freaking boss fights because they have, I'd say they usually have around like the health I have now, like around like in the hundreds of HP.
They actually have the max amount of HP they can have at a time is 325. That's actually the cap of in-game HP. Anything above that is like unobtainable. So
okay.
Right now you have unobtainable amounts of HP.
All right.
The next thing I can bring us to is the maps. So currently we do have 3 maps in the game. We have Morio, England, and Italy, and all of them you can travel by boat.
Oh yeah.
Which is a new thing that they added in because I don't know if you remember, but the old-fashioned way of traveling is we had a taxi NPC who would just teleport us to places.
Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed when I rejoined the game recently, is that the fast travel was gone. Like, there are no teleport buttons. It used to be you just click the button and you would teleport to like Italy or London or Tibet or wherever. And
yeah,
you could just fast travel around Morio itself with freaking Ryan Gosling just hanging around about everywhere.
So here's England. England is more of the... England's a bit more outdated than all of the maps put together. There's not as much on this map itself.
Right. Wasn't this made from like the Phantom game?
I think so, or it was more just replicated. So they have like the Joestar Mansion, and Dio's Mansion is here as well. But it's pretty simple stuff. I can actually give you some extra speed real quick here, just so that you can kind of venture around a little faster. So yeah, so we got some areas around here, and each map has its own like kind of, I wouldn't say lore, but usability to it. Like Morio, you can think of it being the hangout center where everyone goes to, and that's where everyone chills.
Yeah.
England is the area where it's the best to farm cash usually, unless that's changed. And you can get boxing. It's also one of the safest places because no one ever goes here. And then you got Italy. Italy is a bit more. It is currently the most updated map and the biggest map, I would say. Morio might be the biggest right now, but Italy's getting there.
Oh yeah, Italy's got some pretty good stuff. I picked up like, because not many people think to venture out and go on a boat and cross the ocean.
No.
I went to Italy and I was just able to pick up a bunch of arrows just laying around, because arrows spawn there too, and usually it's the beetle arrow, so it has more durability than regular arrow, because that one usually breaks after like 2-3 uses.
Yeah, Italy is a pretty good spot as well, pretty good place to farm cash. And at the same time, people kind of have to go to Italy because that's where Hamon is. And Hamon used to be in Morio, but or like there used to be a different area in Morio you could get to it, but now it's in Italy. So a lot of progression is tied. There's no real progression in England, so people are tied to going to Morio, Italy, and then back to Morio at the moment. But I think right now they are updating Italy. I'm not too sure what they're updating it with, but I'm pretty sure Italy is getting some expanded stuff. Morio, I think, is also getting some updates as well. I don't know about England, though. I'm not too sure.
I kind of like that. They've got reasons to go like other places, like the maps. Like England doesn't have much to it right now, and I'm sure when they revamp it, it will. But like in terms of like maps, like in most JoJo games, you kind of don't have a reason to really explore and go around and just see different things. But here you have a reason to actually like go different places, and it kind of like, it feels like everything in this game kind of lends itself to something else in the game, because like when you're in the ocean, you have a use for stands like Dark Blue Moon and Flash and Strength. So there's just stuff to do no matter where you go.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely opens up the possibility of like kind of venturing out to each area, because people kind of need a reason to go to those areas besides just exploring. When it comes to the stands, they're pretty consistent when it comes now to making stands. I mean, there's probably still, with there being 90 stands in the games, there's definitely some stands you missed, but every stand does have its unique kind of play style and like usability. Like, there's a lot of different stands out there. Like for example, I'll give myself the Lovers. This is one of the newer stands. Now, this stand is obviously very, very weak, but as you can see, it's like pretty invisible.
Oh yeah, I can't see it at all, especially in this lighting.
Yeah. Now, if I can just try and enter your head here, I can show you the other kind of more powerful part of it. It's a little difficult to enter the head. It's a little trippy. There we go. I'm in your head. So if you hover your mouse over your head, you're going to see a clicking icon now. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So now your head is basically opened up from the lever. So the way to enter it is you have to summon your stand, go into RC mode, and click on your own head, and you'll enter your brain.
Oh man, I don't think I can go into RC mode with Anubis.
Okay. I'll just take Anubis off you.
Alright.
That's probably why. Anubis false. And then I'll just give you a stand. Or you already have one. Okay. That's fine. So I'll re-enter your head.
Alrighty.
If I can re-enter it. Okay, I'm in your head. Yep, so if you go into RC mode,
oh
as
my
you can
god.
see, and these are the clones that Lovers can spawn. They're pretty powerful.
Oh my god,
I think they
yeah.
killed you.
Yep, that was fast. I was not expecting that. They
Yeah,
were on
so
me.
I didn't mean to spawn them, but you can basically see the little time you were in there. You can see it kind of enters a whole new kind of area. Um, and I mean, it's hard to fight lovers in there for sure.
Oh
Like it
yeah.
has its kind of opportunities in there. Let me just age you back down so you don't get too old.
Okay.
There we go. And then there's like other stands that like are a little bit more kind of harder to kill, like Yellow Temperance, for example. This stand, even though it doesn't have very much attack ability, it has defensively a lot of power with it. So if I do this, and then I'll give you a strong stand, or you already have one. If you try attacking me, I'm gonna take like no damage.
Oh yeah. I actually
But you
took more
take
damage
damage
from
with
that
them.
than you did.
Yeah, so some stands all kind of play differently with how you should use them. With this stand, it's quite literally just hold down a button and that's it. That's the stand's whole play style.
Basically.
Um, yeah, so it's not too difficult. Um, Now, kind of diving into like how the community is about the game. Um, the community is really 50-50, I would say, in this game. Like, I would say it hasn't had the best history of players, but that's why I kind of say it's like 50-50 on how the community is. To be honest, that's with any really Roblox game, is the community is always 50-50.
Oh yeah. 100%. I like in game it can be kind of toxic, but I'll be honest, like most of the people I've run across haven't really like been like, it's not like other games where you'll just see a bunch of people be spamming like easy, 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 you're trash, blah, blah. It's more just people are just ruthless here. That's really it. Like
Oh yeah.
honestly, the feedback from the community, I was surprised. Like they really took my video well. I mean, obviously, if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be here right now. Like I'd be doing this and really appreciate you like going through this with me. Um, well, like the community, it's it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just I don't know
It's
how to
just a
put
community.
it.
Yeah, it's not the worst community out there or anything, but it's how any community usually is. There's some good and there's some bad in it.
Yeah.
And I would say this community is okay. It's been through its own stuff, but it's not a bad community. I think we just got a lot more newer people in the chats now, and they're kind of trying to expect a lot of the game. And that's also with how the game is when this game was first made, it was said and kind of giving off the fact of it being like oh, this is not player friendly at all. You're not getting any hand holding, like,
Yeah.
and to be honest, a lot of players like that. I didn't like it that much. Like, I do like hardcore games on Roblox, but the hardcore games usually have a core element for how they work so well is they do still give you a little bit of hand holding because they're trying to be player friendly to get you started and then take it away. Diamond doesn't have any at all. Like, it kind of just throws you in there and then tells you to figure it out. Which, player perspective, the community, they like it, but if you look at more as a game itself, it's not that good. That's why the game never broke even with
Mhm.
like 1,000 players or anything. But it's also a JoJo game, and this is like, as you can see, they go for a more simpler style in their designs, which I think is pretty cool.
I
Instead of
like it.
just it being
Yeah.
like 2026 textures or anything.
Yeah, I
Like,
like when I look at those like newer JoJo games where they have like everything like super detailed models. You can see each individual rib on like the muscles, and it's like it's almost uncanny to me. I really like the
not even Roblox anymore.
yeah. It's like having like those really like realistic or like proportioned models in Minecraft or just something that's like not blocky in general in Minecraft. Like it doesn't feel like it belongs here. This is kind of embodies an older like Roblox style that it's kind of nostalgic. I really like it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Yeah, that's fair.
as far as like the gameplay, or the style, like the more hardcore style where it just tosses you in and doesn't really give you like tutorials or anything. I feel like it is kind of going in the right direction by like giving a simple rundown of how the game works now with a tutorial and giving you a free like arrow and stuff. But since this game is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, I feel like it kind of works for it to just kind of just toss you in and just let you explore and figure things out.
Yeah. Is there anything you like would hope to kind of see come out of this game, or like would want to see be added?
Honestly, I guess just more incentives, I guess, to just go around and explore, because there's a lot to the maps, and like let me just like run out of here and just I want to get a view of the ocean to everyone.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a huge map, absolutely huge. Actually, I mean, like there's so much, and like it's just a vast place, and I don't want to see all this like just be wasted because people are just stuck in the subway station just punching freshies.
Yeah, that is the biggest problem I see with how much of a map there is. Majority of people only stay in Morio for most of their content, and they only stay near the center train station. That's why I say Morio's like a general hub, or like just a system, because it's mostly because of OG. Like a lot of players just used to always huddle around there with their gangs and stuff in OG, and so it kind of just kept that way. But there's also no reason to go anywhere else. Like that is kind of the problem, is even though the game is trying to make it like progression based, there's not a lot of progression. It's kind of just get stand, get spec, get your build done, and then you just kind of stop there. You just kind of wait until you die.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. Like, because this game is supposed to be for true playability, it's fine. But I would say if you're wanting to expand on the game and add more to it, you need to have more content in place. Like, what can I do after I finish my build? It shouldn't just be wait around and rely on dying, because that's the biggest problem with this game, is a lot of other games don't rely on player counts. They can still keep progressing and going without high players. This game relies on player count. If you don't have a lot of players in game, it gets pretty dry, pretty boring very fast, and you will have nothing to do. Once you get your progress done and there's no players to fight, I mean, there's nothing to do. And I'll tell you, 2024 and like start of 2025, it was like that for a lot of time. We were only averaging like 5 players a day.
Oh man.
And it was hard to do anything because you would get your progress done and then there'd be no one.
Oh, that sucks.
So, yeah, so it's nice to see a lot of players now. I know the devs are happy to see it because they're finally trying to push out new stuff, and I mean, they were happy to see your video as well. They made a whole channel, I see, about it in the Discord. We don't usually get, like, they've tried making their own TikToks and stuff, I think, and videos on it, but we've never had, I think, someone official come in and make their own kind of clips of it, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad everyone received it well, because again, this community can be kind of gatekeepy, which, you know, for better or for worse. So I was kind of worried. I was kind of worried people would come along and they'd be like, "Oh man, who the hell is this guy? Like, who does this guy think he is?" So, yeah, I think there's a lot they can do to really grow the community and retain more players. Like, if you've ever played Deep Woken, like they have that sort of like progression pat down because you have to travel to all sorts of different places in different seas
Yeah.
and stuff because stuff is scattered around and you have to explore that for to have different like progression uh paths. No matter what you do, you have to go somewhere to do something. So I could see like I guess like I've got a abstract like idea in my head of like maybe you have like you know how you have like personality levels in this game where you're like cunning, egoistic, uh altruistic, all that. I guess they could tie
Oh yeah.
progression to that maybe in some way, like almost like instead of just punching a punching bag for like a minute to get stoic. Like stoic was like something you had to raise to improve like the stand you currently had, and there was more like interesting ways to do it. Like you had to go from somewhere to another and fulfill requirements. It's sort of like I know pillarmen in this game have a very like elaborate way to obtain them. You have to like do a sort of like side quest, and you have to obtain ingredients from all over the place, and you have to like make a sacrifice, and you have to like be a vampire and gather this and gather that, and eventually you can make what you need to become a pillarman, and then you can progress even further and grab more ingredients. You can dig up stuff and go all over the place, make a special mask, and then you can awaken, and then you can go even further and become the ultimate life form. If you had more like progression like that, where you had to go around and actively do stuff to get your next ability or something, like the way it is now, you kind of just get your stand out, punch someone, and that gives you XP. Like I don't know, I'm just spitballing.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I could get what you mean there. Like, definitely, I think all this game really needs is it just needs some time to get some more content pushed out. But I don't really count new stands as new content. As like, it can be counted as it, yes, but like, it's just another stand to get. It's not really like giving us any progression or anything. I think when it comes down to saying we need actual like progression based stuff, it needs to be new areas or new things with our stands and specs to get. Like we need reason onto why are we going out, you know?
Yeah,
Like what's our reason of going out to places? Um right now we have some reason on going to like getting some specs or some stands and whatnot, but we need more later game progression. I think we have a lot of early game progression, and that's good, but we don't have any early game progression, which is a problem.
yeah,
Um, and I think it could really be good to get some of that in.
yeah. I could.
But
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, do you mind taking us to the Morio Harbor?
yeah, I can take us some Mario.
Want to get a shot of
You
like
said Mario Harbor.
yeah. I just want to show
There real
like
quick.
the like boats and like you can um to show like how like the travel. Oh
Do you
yeah,
have enough cash for a boat?
I'm gonna just steal
Probably
one.
not. I got it. It's
Oh
fine.
okay.
You come here. Okay. So they finally added a nice thing that I like is you can see where your boat is being placed. You couldn't before, and it was hard to place it anywhere. There we
Oh
go.
nice.
Yep. So you can go ahead and start driving the boat. I don't mind this new travel. Like, I think it's nice that it's not just a teleportation anymore, and it takes some time to travel to places.
Mm-hmm.
But it would kind of be nice, like, you know how Deep Woken and maybe some other games has some obstacles in the way? There's
Mm-hmm.
no real, like, NPC obstacles in this game. And I think it could be really good to get some NPC obstacles. Like, the only thing we really have is just the players are the obstacle, but I think having some NPCs in our way would be nice too. Like, you could put, I was saying they could be putting sharks in the waters that like might attack our boats, or like there's maybe a small chance like a huge octopus tries and like grab our boat. Just stuff to kind of like have us do. And then that's with NPCs. I don't know if you've ever played Final Stand, but in their remaster they have just casual NPCs walking around. They don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything, you don't talk to them, but they're just walking around in the cities, and looking at that, it makes the game feel more lively. Like, it makes all those cities look and feel more lively. Like, you have people walking around and going on their day-to-day basis. I'm thinking in this game we could have something like that, like have actual NPCs traveling around. And I think there was talks in the past of like adding police to JJBAD to do stuff with bad karma. I don't know if that's ever going to be like planned. That was like a really old idea, but I think having some even just quality of life stuff like that, just stuff to kind of lively up the place, NPCs, enemy stand users, stuff like that, would really do good for this game, and also have some progression that's not tied to like players needing to be around always. Because I think that's where this game really kind of falls off on, is you need players around at all times, and without players being around, you kind of need like there's just not a lot of end game progression after a while.
Yeah, I play Final Stand a lot. It's a pretty great game, and I know exactly what you mean by like the world feeling more lively just by having those just like civilians just walking around and stuff, and like you could do so much with that in a game like this because there's so many stands where you can like disguise yourself. There's like 5 different abilities that let you shapeshift, like alien, or using yellow temperance, or Kuno, or like you even make Cinderella like you could disguise yourself as like a civilian and blend in with the crowd. Like if someone's looking for you, like you could play around a lot with that stuff by turning bystanders into weapons or using them as shields and stuff. Or if you're
Oh,
a
for sure.
vampire, just use them as a health pack. Like that could work a lot. Like just hiding stuff in them or possessing them if you don't have a player to possess with something like I don't know, like um there's a bunch of stands that possess people. Hierophant Green, I guess.
Yeah.
Like more interaction with the world, I guess. Like you said, this game is pretty much carried by interactions between players. Um, so having more of that and just like being able to do that like whenever you want, rather than just hoping you have a lucky encounter with someone else, would definitely make this game have a lot more longevity.
Yeah, for sure. I think just expanding on the kind of um, things in the game to just make it progress more. Like, I think we've been focused too much on adding player-based content, where we need non-player-based content a lot more, because that would really kind of spice up the game and let it kind of live out a bit longer. Because, I mean, when Steel comes out, um, if I recall what Maki said to the public about it, is when Steel comes out, there's going to be, I think, a Made in Heaven event that's going to like happen in this game, and I'm pretty sure when the universe resets, it's just going to like teleport everyone. I'm pretty sure it's just going to teleport everyone to the new game. I don't
That is
know if that's the
hilarious.
plan. That's just what Maki said in general chat before to us. I don't know if that's still planned or anything. And I know one thing that was gonna actually happen is they were gonna close Diamond after Steel came out, but they I think they are going against it now. I don't think they're going to close it. I kind of don't think they should close Diamond, even if they're not going to be updating it anymore. I think just having your original game there would be nice.
Yeah.
There's no reason to close it. Like, people might, people might go back and want to play it. But when it comes down to Steel, I mean, a lot of us, I'm going to say like 99% of us do not know anything about Steel. Like, I'm an admin, and I know basically as much as the public knows about Steel.
Dang, I was about to ask you, like, oh, hey, what can you tell us about Steel?
The only things I can really tell about Steel that's been revealed to the public is, like, the current wiping system we have in this game is going to be in Steel, I think. I don't know if it's going to be changed or reworked. From other things I saw in the clips is, like, looking in the Steel Teasers channel, we got to look at some of the GUI, and from what I saw, it looks like, if I just look back at them. So with the stand UI, we have a health, stamina, and you have, like, I'll send you an image just so you can also kind of, like, get an idea of what I'm looking at.
Alright.
So in this image here, just in your, there you go.
I'll put it up on
So you can see we got HP is a green bar, the blue bar is your stamina, and then you can see we have 2 bars at the bottom there, yellow and like a darker purple bar. So from what we got from this is hunger and thirst. So they're adding a hunger and thirst system into the game. I'm not sure how it's going to look or work, but we're going to have that. And then you can see in the middle, you have your stand. Now, this is actually basically a stand bar. So you can't stay with your stand forever. When you summon your stand, that icon will start to deplete. And when it becomes empty, I'm pretty sure you just get too tired and you unsummon your stand.
That's interesting.
And the reason for that, and the reason for that is I think they want to do some different kind of combat that's not just purely stand-based. Like, there's going to be gun combats and fighting styles. So I'm pretty sure they want to just expand on us using revolvers during the race and using fighting styles and just purely being stands, which I think is a good idea for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense, because that's basically how, like, Part 7 goes down, where there's a lot of, like, just straight up just gunfights that decide stuff, and stands are kind of like just like having another gun, basically. So
yeah,
I actually really like that idea, because, like, it kind of reminds me of Heritage for the Future, where you had, like, your the similar thing. You had a stand gauge, and then if your, like, stand got overwhelmed by, like, attacks or stuff, you'd have a stand break, and it would desummon, and you'd have to rebuild your gauge.
Yeah, for sure. I think it just definitely adds on to it some more. And it just expands on the combat. Other than that, from looking into teasers, I mean, the only other things we know about the game is it looks like it's going to be a very bright and a very dark game. So definitely using torches for your lighting is going to be needed. It looks like stuff like climbing will be expanded, prosthetics will be coming back, and there will be all those stands. The stands will be part 7, 8, and 9.
Awesome.
And then, of course, we got horses and whatnot. But I did hear that parts 3 to 6 will be in the game. So we will have part 3 to 6 stands. They will be event-based again. Like, I think how Steel is working is they're going to treat it like Old Diamond, where it's going to be part-based. And then later in the future, they said they're going to make them obtainable. So if you're wanting, like, Star Platinum in Steel Ball Run, you can get it through an event, and then eventually be obtainable. I mean, I'll be hosting events in Steel, so I'll make sure people can get some rewards.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to them, because, like, just another thing I love about Diamond is that it's, like, the only game on, like, Roblox I've seen that actually has, like, those parts 7, 8, and 9 stands. Like, of course, you'll see the worlds or like Tusks, but this is the only
Yep.
game, from my knowledge, that has like November Rain or Love Love Deluxe, or like there's so many like part 8 stands. Probably because it's like a Mario focused thing. So I could see like Maki just like and like going out and making those. It's like, oh, you know what? It's Mario, so it's just another Mario. So let's slap Milagro
Yeah.
Man in there. Paisley Park, like, love to see it. So I can't wait to see like more like stands from that universe.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be nice to see. We're gonna have to wait and see what Maki and Dottie have cooking up for us. I don't think Dottie's actually working much on Steel. From what I heard, I think Dottie is more focusing on Diamond, where Maki and the other devs are focusing on Steel. As for the release date of Steel, no idea. He said something about Steel Ball Run the anime dropping. He said he's going to give us something for it, possibly.
Ooh,
From what I think he's going to give us is Maki's probably going to just give us like a big sneak peek, most likely. But from what I remember, how the release time is going to be on Steel is we're going to get the Discord server first, then it's probably going to be testing phase, and then we're going to get release. Um, so, I mean, sometime next week we're either getting the Discord server or we're getting just a huge sneak peek, one or the other. But
and
I kind of wish Steel wasn't kept so much in the dark. Like, that is the problem, is Steel's kept so much in the dark right now and only given out like some image sneak peeks. We don't really know a lot of the game. I kind of wish he would kind of say a little bit. I did suggest that I actually made a stage VC channel pretty recently today, and I suggested to Maki that he go and do a Q&A in there at some point for Steel, because that way it's going to give people a lot to look forward to and to give them some ideas. Maki said he's up for it, but we'll see whenever that wants to happen.
okay. Well, with the anime coming out in like a week, I could see him probably doing something like that or something. He'll probably do something.
I'll ask him, like, when Part 7 drops and whatever he gives us, I'll ask him if he wants to do the Q&A around that time, too. Maybe. We'll see.
If he does, I'll definitely be there because it sounds sick, and I pretty much just like eyed like Steel from a distance. Like I kind of forgot that um that was going to be a thing. Like at first when I first saw the channel for it in the Discord, I thought it was just going to be like a event game, kind of like how there was a JJBAD hardcore game. So I thought this was just gonna be, oh look, it's a Steel Ball Run like game mode. But I didn't realize it was going to be like a thing like of itself.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see what it's like. Is there anything else you're wanting to cover, or should we start wrapping up today?
I think. Well, you know what? I almost forgot. I guess can
Yeah.
we look at some of the side abilities like Mon, Cyborg, like
Yeah,
Toteman if you
sure.
want.
Yeah, I can basically show everything. So we'll check out Cyborg first. So Cyborg, you have to find the Cyborg paper, and you need, don't think you need any muscle or anything. You have to make sure you're standless, though, and have no other specs. Well, actually, I think you can have other specs, but you use the paper and you become a Cyborg. Now, right away, one thing to notice here, so we're going to go back to Morio, because this is where all the Cyborg progression is.
Right.
So, right away, two things happen when you become a cyborg. One, your muscle goes into the question marks. You are stronger than a normal human. You're about as strong as... I think you are comparable to zombies. I think you're around zombie strength, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. But I think vampires are still above you a little bit. Let me just give myself some more money. There we go. Yeah, you're around the same strength as zombies, but vampires and pillarmen are still like a tier above you. And the other thing is your regeneration. Your regen rate is a lot lower um, than a human's. And the reason for that is because you have a move now that heals you. So I'll just go in here.
Ah,
So
yes.
from this guy, you can get prosthetic limbs to repair anything done. And then over here, you have all the moves that a cyborg has. So I'm just going to get 2 of them real quick. Well, I'll get a few of them. There we go. Okay. Just turn my speed down. So you got like... I'm not going to be able to land it. So I'm going to turn you to a vampire real quick just to show.
Alright.
Anyway, X vampire true. Okay. So, for example, I mean, damage-wise, does some pretty good damage, and this is a good time to also show what vampires like.
Right.
So I'll just give you all the vampire XP you need. There you go. So you can see your regeneration is already kind of increased. You are immune to fall damage, and another thing is you recover limbs.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can take one from you. Yep. So there you
My
go. I took your
leg.
leg. So after a bit, you will regenerate your leg.
Oh yeah.
Another thing that cyborgs have is they have their moves like this. Only obviously applicable against undeads. As you can see, it does pretty good damage.
Oh yeah.
This one does a lot
My
more
eyes.
damage and hits you. So you can see cyborgs are basically the best way to kill vampires or any undead, as they melt them very, very quickly. They actually kill them quicker than a Homon user can. Now, when you get back up, I want you to use your Space Trooper Stinging Eyes against me and just get me low, and I'll show you my next move.
Oh, I don't have that because I have a stand.
Oh, right.
Because when you have a stand combined with a ability like Hamon or a Vampire, if you guys don't know,
You don't get all the moves.
Yeah, so there's actually a reason to like be standless. Like a person without a stand can compete with someone with a stand. Oh wow.
As you can see, that hurts. It does a lot of damage. If I stood there for the entire thing, I would have died. On top of that, what's it called? Some stands are actually utility based, like Actuon Baby, for example, is utility based, meaning you can actually get the full abilities of your specs with the stand. Now I'm going to use the move. You can see cyborgs have a self repair move, and you can see my healing is going a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
I'll now turn myself into Hamon. I think I can while I'm a cyborg. Yeah, I can.
Oh cool.
So they got wave energy. This increases your jump height when you're holding it, as you can see.
Huh.
It also passively heals you faster if you're holding it down. If I can proc it again, like this. So it'll make the sound, and during this state, I am healing faster. You can't tell because I'm a cyborg.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We got Zoom Punch, which is just supposed to be like a kind of like a further out move, does some pretty good damage. We got Sendo Overdrive. Now this move has different qualities. You can hit it normally. You can also use it as a projectile.
Right.
So if I can try and... As you can see, you can shoot out projectiles. And another thing, I'll show you with water real quick. So there's also combo moves in this game. So if I do Sendo Overdrive into Wave Energy really fast,
oh
you can
wow,
shoot out Turquoise Blue Overdrive.
I've never seen anyone do that before.
There's different kind of combo moves, and it does a lot of damage. Of course, we got Scarlet Overdrive. Scarlet Overdrive doesn't applique the normal Hamon burn. Instead, what it does is it just burns you, quite literally. We got Sunlight Yellow Overdrive, which is just supposed to be a weaker barrage. And then you got Attracting So this, if you press the E variant, because people got to remember there's E variants to some moves, you can walk on water. Now, you can only climb stuff that's like organic, like grass, or like leaves, or like mountains. But if you have oil, which you get, I think, from Italy, you can oil yourself up, as you see there.
Whoa.
And you can now climb stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
And you can do, I think, up to 5 climbs, it says. And you can climb any wood material or anything like that.
Yeah, I think there's...
The last move on the list is Deep Pass Overdrive. So I'm gonna unvampire you.
Alright.
Because if you are a undead and you're hit with Deep Pass Overdrive, you instantly die. Oh, looks like we got a player here. I guess we can fight him real quick. So we can see he's using Yellow Temperance. So Yellow Temperance, the best way to beat it is with Ragdoll. Is you Ragdoll them and then their move is disabled.
Huh.
Oh, looks like he got you there. That's
yeah.
fine, I had to take the vampire off you anyways. Let's see if I can beat him. No. It's fine if we both die to it anyways.
Yeah.
I needed to die anyways to it. But as you can see, stuff like Yellow Temperance is pretty powerful. Okay, good, we both spawned in the same spot.
Oh, cool.
You're not a vampire anymore though, right?
Nope.
Okay. So now, if I use Deep Pass Overdrive on Homon users or humans though, it does a different effect. I wipe, but you gain all of my Homon XP.
Wow.
There. So now you have all of my Homon. But yeah. What was the other thing? Pillarman. Or I'll show Pillarman. So Pillar has some different modes to it. So when you spawn in as a pillar, because I'm a morph user, it doesn't show it, but you get only a first name, not a last name. And when you're a pillar, you're usually like
there we go.
So Pillarmen have different types of moves. A unique thing about Pillarmen though is I can't absorb you because you're a Homon user. As you can see, you'll just bounce off me.
Oh wow. Right, because like their cells just like eat people, so if I was a normal human, I would just start taking damage just from touching
or a normal human, there's a fuse of pillars. So if you do this towards a wall, you kind of just turn to stone. So you have really high damage reduction in this state, and you're immune to Homon until you break out of it. Now, if you hit me with a Homon attack, I will take damage from it, but I take less damage, as you can see, than a vampire does. Right. I did like what, half your HP before, it only does a quarter of mine. But now I can turn this on. Now try attacking me. Well, you can see right here, I'm avoiding all the attacks. Just get this guy out of here.
Oh, whoops.
I'll just... Now there's E variants to it, like I can use my E variant to absorption, and these like flesh balls come out. These do some damage, but when I walk into them, they heal me. I'm not going to kill him, I'm just going to knock him out so he stops. There's an E variant to body shape manipulation.
Oh my god.
Ragdoll.
Wow.
And then, of course, there's superhuman agility. Now, a Pillarman kind of stops there, but if they make a stone mass with a hole, they can actually evolve into a different kind of pillar. So we'll try this pillar. This is a wind pillar. So I'll show off the first new move. So it lasts a lot longer, but I was just trying not to kill them there. So that's Divine Sandstorm. And then you got Amastronic Rift. This is kind of the same thing as Divine Sandstorm, but it's a lot more powerful. It also takes away limbs if you're hit by it. As you can see, you guys lost your limbs because of it. It also has an E variant where I can turn invisible. Now, the
yeah.
benefit of this is not really the invisible part. You coat yourself with wind, and this makes you immune to the sunlight. So you can kind of move around during daytime like this.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
The next pillar is, I think, the heat pillar. This one's a little bit harder to test out. But what I'll do is I'll give you more health. So I'll give you 1,000 health. There you go. Just knock him out again. Okay, let's go over here so he gets the idea, hopefully. Okay. So, with Heat Pillar, we got Erotic Blaze King. This, you shoot out a tendril, and it will start to burn anyone. And it also drains their blood, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. Next, you got Heat Mode. This is your strongest move. You set yourself on fire, and as you can see, if you are just near me, you start taking fire damage. And it builds up pretty quickly. So I can like do damage, and I can do all these moves with it. Now there's one last move, which is the Last Resort. This is a self-destruct. So this is purely just used to, like, if someone's really low or on the ground, or like another way of using this is here, try knocking me out real quick.
All right.
Just start layering me down with moves.
I don't have arms.
I can fix that pretty quick. So this shows another thing with like gold experience is gold experience has the ability to make obviously parts. So if you pick up a part with your stand, which is with the G key, you can then use flesh and organ creation, which makes replacement limbs. Now if you use that, you should get all of your limbs back.
Nice. I know Crazy Diamond can restore limbs too, but like not if they're erased. But gold experience can basically just restore you from anything.
Yeah. So all you have to do is just use your fisticuffs, because I set my HP down pretty low.
Oh, okay.
As you see. Go again. Okay, I'm not getting knocked out. Let me set my health a little bit higher. Maybe that's why. Okay, now try. And you can see I can use it last second. If I'm dead or if I'm knocked out, I can use it. So you can use it kind of as a last resort, as it's called.
Okay.
Now there is one more, which is the light mode, which in regards could be said to be the strongest pillar mode, but it really depends on playstyle. So this has 3 moves. We got light blades you can turn on and off. You got light body.
Oh.
You got light cleave. This is guaranteed to take off limbs. This is why people regard this as usually the best pillar, as you can just guaranteed limb loss. And then you can turn light blades on. Turning this on increases your damage and speed, as you see here.
Huh.
Now, I'm going to give you a gun. Because I'm going to show you another hidden thing that pillars have that you don't normally see.
Oh.
And I'll give you some bullets.
Ooh, I have an idea of what this is going to be.
So I'll give you some bullets.
Alright, reload.
You just spam E to reload if you don't
Yeah.
know. So if I'm holding out the absorption move and you start shooting me, I'll unlock a new move. Yep, I got a new move. So I'll let you just unload your entire magazine.
There we go.
Okay. So I unlocked a move called Finger Bullets, so I can just shoot it right back. And you can see it does a lot of damage. It can basically kill. Now, the best time to do is against a cyborg when they shoot a whole magazine into you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there is one more thing. Okay. So, looks like the same guy's back trying to kill you. Little does he know you have, like, over 1,000 HP. Anyways, one more thing is you can become an ultimate life form with this mask here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to daytime for like half a second. And that should... There. So if it's daytime and you get hit by the sunlight, you'll awaken the mask. and you'll turn into an ultimate life form. Now, in this state, if you use Hamon against me, it's not going to do anything. As you can see, it doesn't affect me. But I can hit you back with Hamon now and use it just fine.
Wow.
So you can see ultimate life form. It's hard to say if it's the strongest thing in the game, as there's stuff like Gold Experience Requiem and Made in Heaven. But it's definitely up there for like raid boss levels of strength.
Yeah, I remember back when Pillarman first came out, it was like just seeing one of them out and about got everyone to just join and try to hunt them down because they were a menace.
Yeah. It does really depend, but everything is beatable in this game some way. Even if some other ways are difficult, everything is somewhat beatable.
Honestly, how do you beat an ultimate life form?
There is some ways to beat an ultimate life form. Like, when it comes down to an ultimate life form, what's it called? Because you can't use Hamon on them, the best way to beat an ultimate life form is stands. Because the undeads have a new update with them where they can't really regen as much anymore. So if I get punched, my regen slows down. So the best way to kill me is use stands like Star Platinum or something. So if I just give you back Red Garland, and then you attack me with it, you can see that I actually still take a lot of damage, even if it's not Hamon. So the best way to beat a pillar is usually using teams, like teammates and stuff, and stuff like that. That's probably your like best chance at it, is teammates and using stands.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
probably your best chance.
I know like certain stands would probably be better for the task. Like I know Magician's Red disables regen with its fire, and of course you got stuff like Cream, the hand, which might be able to just like either get you in the position to one shot or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it really depends, but it just depends how much they want to buff or not buff it. Is there anything else you're wanting to cover?
Honestly, I think that about covers most of the stuff that I missed in my initial video.
Okay.
Thanks so much for having me aboard and like just letting me show more of this. Like there's so much more. Like there's so much. There's just so much to this. It's a very it's just it's a dense game. You know, there's just so much. So thank you for having me on and letting me see more of the stuff that because it would have taken me so much longer to just do this myself.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I guess you want to close us out on. I mean, I see you got a Gold Experience Requiem there. You want to show people what that does?
Basically, I have nullification on, so you can't hurt me now.
Oh.
It's a mode, so it doesn't last forever, but basically just allows me to utilize it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say that covers everything.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much, Dark.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it. I did not expect this. Like, especially after, like, I just made a video and I woke up and I'm just to see all these pings on Discord and DMs, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, well, I'm glad I could get more eyes on this game because it really deserves it, and I hope
no
I
problem.
hope it keeps getting bigger and better. You know.
I hope so too. I'll be around, so if you ever need anything, don't mind letting me know.
Sure thing, man. Thanks again, and yeah, I guess we can call it here.
Sure, sounds good.
All right. See you around.
See ya, man.